Good morning, world changers. It is day 36 of the 100 Days of Self-Discovery Challenge. So as you know by now, every day I pose a thought-provoking question to get you to think about yourself so you can get to know yourself a little bit better and start working out what is holding you back, what your goals, dreams, desires are, and if you're on track for those to reach those goals, desires and intentions. So today's question is, what is your ideal diet? Now, the reason I chose this question for today is because it's Monday. It's often a day that we press the reset button because we've done so much damage at the weekend. If you're anything like me, I tend to eat really well during the week, Monday to Friday, and then I tend to treat myself at the weekend, and my healthy eating plan goes out of the window. I don't actually like the word diet because I think diet is always a kind of something you do to lose weight or to detox or to cleanse, to get that bikini body. It's always a temporary thing, and I think in order for health, it has to be a lifestyle change. It has to be something that we do consistently, regularly, and not just for a short period of time. So I'm using the word just because that's what the question is, and I can't think of a better alternative. But what is your ideal diet is the question for today. So my ideal diet would be, I'm vegan, so that means I eat a plant-based diet. I'm a plant-based lifestyle and a vegan lifestyle, which means I don't use any animal products or eat any animal products. And the reason initially that I decided to go vegan was because I suddenly made the connection that every time I bought meat, eggs or milk, I was causing the suffering of an animal, and I was causing them to die, and my buying was creating that, and that went against all my core values, and I just had to make that change. I then learnt about the health benefits of a plant-based diet and how it can reverse chronic health conditions, it can prevent chronic health conditions. And given that, I've lost 3 members of my family, my mum, my dad and my sister, to cancer, I wanted to make sure that that was not my fate, and I wanted to make lifestyle changes, not just to my diet, but, to all aspects of my life, to ensure that you can never be sure of anything, but give myself the best fighting chance that that was not going to be my fate. And then I learned about the environmental issues and how reducing our meat and dairy intake has a massive positive impact on reducing climate change. So that was 3 massive reasons for me to go plant-based, and that it was just a no-brainer after that. Once I'd had that mindset shift, the only reason for me to eat meat or eggs was out of pure pleasure, just out taste buds. And once the mindset shift happened, that relationship completely changed, and I saw meat and dairy and eggs completely different. So I made that change nearly coming up for 3 years ago now. So I went vegan 3 years ago in May. However, with the vegan diet is absolutely not bulletproof. You can be a complete junk food vegan. And I have been guilty of that, certainly in the beginning when I was transitioning and I didn't know what to eat, and I had to learn a new way. I had to stop trying to replace the foods I did eat and actually just learn to cook and learn new, exciting, colourful recipes. And that's what I love about the plant-based diet, because my fridge now is just full of colour. It's full of greens and reds and yellows and different types of foods, whereas before it was just full of dead animals basically, and a little bit of token veg just to tell myself I was eating healthily. So that's why I went plant-based. However, my ideal diet, I'm certainly not on an ideal diet just now. I'm definitely not eating enough fibre. I would love for every meal that I had to be full of the right fats, right fibre, the fruit and veg content, nuts, seeds, legumes, you know, and just for every plate to be full of the correct amount of these foods. That would be my absolute ideal. And I need to plan my meals much better. I used to be in a really good habit of batch cooking at the weekend, which massively helped, total game changer, and I've fallen out of the habit of that. So that's what I need to get back into. I need to definitely reduce my processed sugar content. My chocolate intake has just gone through the roof, and it's insane. And I don't even know what the reason for that is. And so I'm not ready to quit sugar. There's absolutely no chance. I'm in that mindset yet that I want to quit, that I will quit chocolate. I'm not ready for that at all. I know a couple of people that are doing detox for February, where you give up chocolate for February. I did that before, and do you know what? It was actually all right. It wasn't that bad, but because I knew I was only doing it for a month, I was like, I can totally last 28 days. But yeah, going beyond that, nah. I don't want to. I'm not ready for it. And however, I've said this before on one of the videos that, you know, people always say to me about everything in moderation. And I heard this doctor saying what moderation is, and he explained it by if you hit your shin on the corner of a coffee table and you gash your shin, in a week's time the body will heal itself and will just do amazingly well. But if you hit that same spot, i.e. every week in moderation, i.e. as in eating good all week and then binging at the weekend on takeaways and bad foods and God knows what, you know, it's in moderation, it's not every day, but you are weakening that same spot. So the shin analogy, if you're gashing it week after week after week, it is never fully recovering. The body does its absolute best to try and heal, but that spot will just become weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And that's what, when we say, oh, everything in moderation, that's essentially what we do. And I hate that expression. However, I am guilty of it too. So this is not a preachy, finger-wagging post in any way, shape or form. So that's today's question. I would love to know your reflections. You know, what is your ideal diet? What would you absolutely love your eating habits to be? You know, each and every day, each and every meal. So have a think about it. Share your comments below. You can join our Change Your World Facebook group, which is absolutely free to join, and it's private, and you can share a video like this, or you can take a photo of your journal entry, or you can just type your comments. But yeah, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, Facebook, the whole gambit. You can find Change Your World on all the social media channels. So do follow us, and if you've enjoyed this today's question or any of the other questions, please do share them on your social media platforms as well, because there'll be other individuals out there looking to make positive improvements in their life, and this could be just a simple way to get them started. So that's me for today. Take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.